Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test server and I wanted to check out the brand new hero. She's actually up now, so I know I looked for her yesterday, but she is definitely up now, and there she is. So, Purger of Sins, Cecilia. So, very, very cool looking hero. She reminds me a lot of Athalia, and she reminds me of Kelthar, so kind of a blend between them. So we'll go ahead and we'll run through her skills. We'll test her here, test the hero, check out the signature item. So Judgment Day, which is her ultimate ability, summons a divine blade down upon the head of the enemy, which currently has the most symbols of sin. So symbols of sin are going to be the priority for her ultimate, dealing 300% damage to them and further increasing the number of symbols above their head by 1. When this ability is used against enemies marked with 3 or more symbols, the enemies will also be stunned for a period of time, which, as we know in the game, stuns are very, very vital to progress, essential to PvP. Stuns late game are exactly what you need. If used against enemies marked with 5 symbols, the target will be dealt 300% damage up to 360% damage. So the symbols of sin are what we're really looking for. The Blade of Purification. Cecilia targets a 3-stage attack against an enemy, which we've seen with a lot of different heroes. Each attack deals 90% damage to the target. Each time this ability is used, increases the enemy's symbols of sin by 1 symbol. So when she uses the Blade of Purification, we're going to get 1 symbol of sin. The damage caused by the ability is increased by 10% for every additional symbol that the enemy is marked with. Very, very cool. So 2, 20%, 30%. Enemies may be marked with a maximum of 5 symbols. So I think 5 symbols is all that you can get, period. So when she's at the fully stack of 5 symbols, going to do 50% more damage. Level 2, the ability cooldown timer is ignored every time a normal attack produces a critical strike. So very, very dependent on critical strike. Level 3, damage of the attack is increased to 105% and 120% respectively. Atonement. Cecilia does not immediately appear at the beginning of battles, but instead appears behind the enemy that mirrors her formation position. So similar to Athalia, she's actually going to jump on the enemy side, probably behind the enemy, I would assume, when the battle starts, which is very, 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 very good skill, because the ability to alter the enemy formation, she is going to be devastating, because it looks like she does a truckload of damage, and being the Ranger class, not only increases her damage, because Ranger is one of the only skills that does have additional direct damage. Dealing 115% damage per attack to them, while also marking them with 3 symbols of sin. So the hero that she attacks is automatically going to get 3 symbols off the bat. Enemies that kill an allied hero are marked with 5 symbols of sin, and damage of each attack is raised to 130% damage per attack. So enemies that kill an ally hero are marked with 5 symbols of sin. So it seems like 3 abilities as of right now are going to give the symbols of sin, which is very, very powerful. The Devil Trap. Cecilia creates a divine circle that encompasses her enemies. All enemies within the divine circle will have their attack rating reduced by 60%, which is awesome, because if she's going on the enemy side of the battlefield, being able to create a circle, just kind of like Sophia, to get rid of their attack rating is going to be huge. The first time each enemy tries to exit, they will suffer 320% damage, 340 and 360. So very, very cool. So it's going to increase her survivability on the opposite side of the battlefield by a ton, being able to use Devil Trap. And like I said, she is of the Ranger class, so she does get additional attack and damage with the Ranger spec. Her signature item. All ally heroes, including Cecilia, recover 200 energy points and a total equivalent of 150% worth of Cecilia's attack rating as health over 5 seconds whenever the ability Judgment Day kills an enemy. So I like the ability, and her being an energy battery for 200 energy points and a total equivalent of 150% worth of the attack rating as health. So not only does she have energy rating, but she also has health. But I don't like the fact it's similar to Isolde, where it's situational with an enemy that she kills. So kills an enemy in less than 5 seconds. So very, very cool. Level 10, ally heroes recover 200 energy and a total of equivalent. So 250% health. 200 energy, 350% health. Cecilia's health recovery rate is increased by an additional 50%. Wow, so that's very, very cool just for her plus 30. So overall, with her being an energy battery, doing a ton of damage, having a stun, and being able to target a specific hero, she is going to be an absolute monster on the battlefield. And I do love she has a heal, she has a debuff, she has an energy point heal. So let's go ahead and see what she looks like on the battlefield. So she appears right behind the enemy, and there's the aura. The aura is pretty big. And there's the little tiny symbols right above the head. So he has one symbol. Cast the alt on the hero with the most symbols. And it looks like that aura stays up for quite a bit of time. So if she's moving right to the back line, this hero is going to be an absolute monster as long as her damage scales, because you can actually target a specific hero. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. So go ahead and exit. So if you look, this hero in the back gets 3 right off the bat. So that is going to be the hero where the alt goes off the fastest. So as long as she's over here doing damage, and the circle is going to give her a ton of survivability when she's hopping on the enemy side. So she is going to be an absolute monster. Like I said, hopping on the enemy side, she reminds me of a combination of Athalia, which a ranger, a lot of DPS, very, very target specific, and Kelthar, where he can actually jump right on the enemy side. Kelthar, they actually switch sides of the battle, so she's actually just going on the enemy side with the enemy, giving her the ability to negate some of your very, very tough heroes, very strong nuke heroes, the Cassards, the Belindas, the Sophias, or able to take out the healers or the CC, depending on what you're really focusing on. So very, very cool hero. I'm actually going to wait on my Lightbearer account to wait till she's released. Once the patch drops, I'm going to go ahead and try to summon for her. Hopefully we can get a couple copies of her, but she is going to be a very, very strong hero. Signature item, all of her abilities, the ability to stun, the ability to heal, the ability to debuff, the ability to bring back energy. Again, Lilith absolutely loves the Lightbearers, and this just shows that they have more heroes, more utility, that they just keep adding to the Lightbearers faction. And it's very, very cool to see. I'll never hate on any of the heroes. They all are very, very strong in their own right. Situationally, a lot of them. But let me know in the comments what you think. It seems like she is going to be, like I said, just looking at it here, is going to be super, super strong with her abilities and the assassin. So she is going to fill the role similar to Athalia to absolutely just destroy the enemy. Even if you're putting her and Athalia and Nara in the same team, you're negating 3 of the 5 heroes on the enemy side, which is going to be just devastating to any team comp. So very, very cool to see. Let me know what you guys think of the new hero. Love her skill set. Like the signature item. It could be a little bit better, but I think that's to keep her from being too super overpowered. And as always, thank you guys for watching.